Hello and welcome to Figure It Out, where I paint 3D statues such as this Deadpool from ZES Studios Patreon. There is a link in the description. I know I've just done a Deadpool project. However, when I signed up to ZES's Patreon, this was part of the welcome pack. And I mean, who can resist this face? So as usual, I've primed the model already in the Createx Autoborn sealer. I love this sealer simply for its sandability. Warning though, it does absolutely stink if you choose to use it, so make sure you're wearing a mask in a well-ventilated area. Before we start, if you'd like to like and subscribe for more painting videos, that would be awesome. As you can see, there are actually a lot of parts for this base. Not just that, there's actually two bases. Hang on, wait, what? Why? Because I want somewhere to put my spare heads instead of having them roll around on the shelf. And I love that they're actually designed to work with each other. The base of the bust will be fairly quick and nasty. I'm just going to dry brush over it with a bluey grey colour. So there's some contrast against the red, but at the same time, it's just simple. I've then got the little emblem that I need to do. Basically, it'll be a metallic, I would say, with the red ring, white eyes, very simple. For the main base, I'm going to be fairly loosely following this reference board that I've got. I'm mainly using the references from ZES. I love the colors. I might alter some things as I go slightly, as I see fit, but for the most part, I think I'll be following. Bit of barbed wire, the rusty barrel. A lot of these parts also have little details of hand-painted things by Deadpool on them, so that's going to be fun to bring out as well. The biggest challenge I see on the base is going to be the smoke from this rocket. I will probably go out and airbrush. I now have to do all my airbrushing outside due to when I was editing the video for Kratos, I noticed this. I think I'll be doing all of my airbrushing from now on outside. So I'll be taking that outside and I will start with a white and I will gradient out with a pink before going over that with the yellow as I have with the fire. And then we're going to go over that again with whites and greys to create that smoke. And then at the end, I'll dry brush over it to create more of the detail. It'll hide some of the yellow behind the greys with the smoke, etc. Anyway, that is enough talk for now. I'm going to go stick on a paint shirt and get to it. Let's go.
is madness. This is madness. This is
Okay, so both bases are done. The main base, I'm going to have to leave probably 2 or 3 days. The oil is on there a lot thicker than I normally would, and I can't get into every crack and crevice, and that's kind of the point. So there's a lot of thicker oil in there that I've got to let cure before I hit it with varnish, otherwise it'll cause the varnish to crack. But overall, it looks really good. I'm really happy with the smoke, fire, whatever you want to call it, expulsion of the rocket. The barrel, I think, looks great. It has taken a lot out of me today, and instead of making a lot of simple mistakes, I'll just shut everything down and I'll come back to it tomorrow. There is always something in every project that makes you wonder, why am I doing this? Normally, it's sanding. Okay, it was sanding as well. But in this project, it is pouches. Pouches. So many little brown pouches. Oh well, that's enough talking about it. It's got to get done, so I'm going to do it. But first, I'm going to go outside and lay down some chrome and some red on these swords and guns. I will do them in between, and I'm going to leave the rocket to last, kind of like a little reward for getting through all the pouches. Okay, let's go paint. I take it back. The pouches were heaven in comparison. I don't know what they're actually called, the sword holder thingy on his back. Trying to get the lines on that. Yeah. The detail when I printed it never came out all that well. I should have sat there with my scribing tools and made sure that there was a nice path for the paint. So they didn't end up anywhere near as clean as I'd like them, but they look all right in the end. I just would have liked crisp straight lines, like very crisp straight lines, but I guess that's just my perfectionism showing there. The rocket, on the other hand, that was meant to be my reward for the pouches. It wasn't a reward at all, but I'm pretty damn happy with how it showed. Once the oil has dried off a bit more, I want to go in and add a little bit of metallic to make it look like the paint's chipping away. But I'll wait till after the oil has dried for that. Same with varnishing. Okay, finally, we're on to the man himself, Mr. Pool. So I think I'm going to do the skin tone first. I'll go out, I'll airbrush it and get it all done. From there I'll have to try and figure out where I put my liquid mask. Mask off all the skin tone. I will probably re-black it out, do a zenithal highlight, hit it with red, which will give it its shadow and its base tone. And then I think I will go over it with a scarlet, which gives it a kind of an orangey highlight. And I think that'd be pretty nice. After that, obviously, I come back in and I do all the details by hand. Maximum effort. God, that was stupid. Anyway, let's get to it. Okay, that's another project done and dusted. Now, while you may not notice it there in YouTube land, this project actually took me a lot more time than I thought it would, mainly due to my hands and eyes not cooperating all that well. So doing all the tiny detail in this, I guess, took a lot more mental energy than I was expecting. It was well worth it, I think. Tell me what you think down in the comments. If you'd like to see more painting videos, please remember to like and subscribe. Overall, I am really happy with how this project turned out. I'm especially happy with how Deadpool's portrait came out and the way the skin looks. I didn't think I'd be able to do it all as well as I have. Being a perfectionist, it's hard for me to actually be happy with my work. So with the God of War and this one, I'm actually starting to be happy with what I'm doing, and it's great. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are still mistakes everywhere through it, particularly in the building stage. I think they have turned out really well. It's time to take a look at the final shots.